Hello, welcome back. It's been forever since I've been live on our channel and Facebook page. I just want to welcome you back. I have been busy. I've been vacationing and doing all the things in the groups, and so I have been here and active. It's just not in front of the public page, but I'm here. I thought today, so I just got finished recording a tutorial and a video for our fall swag wreath making masterclass that is starting in a couple of weeks, August 12th to be exact. I just finished recording a tutorial and I still literally have things on my table, and I thought I would show you as well. So it was the recording was choosing colors and how you can use different colors and thinking about colors in your color palette when you are trying to make your fall swag wreaths. And so I thought I'd go ahead and turn on the camera while everything's still on my table and kind of show you too what I was showing our swag wreath members. So many different ways that you can choose colors. And there's no one way is better than the other. It's all whatever you choose at that moment. I've done all of them. Sometimes I choose colors from a sign that I want to put in the swag wreath, and I'll choose my color combinations from that. Sometimes I'm inspired by ribbon. So this was the ribbon, and I absolutely loved the color combination from here. We've got red and orange and yellow, and from here I chose my entire color palette. We've got a little shimmer in that focal ribbon. We've got a little shimmer in the secondary ribbon, and then we've got this one, which is more of a velvet, and it just is very a lot of texture for fall, right? So I loved how that looks. You can see that one. So this is a tutorial that we are giving in our our fall swag masterclass. Isn't that pretty? I just love it. And it all started. The color palette started from that one ribbon. You can also choose flowers. So I've chosen flowers before, and once I know that I want to put a certain hydrangea in the wreath, and then the hydrangea has all of the different colors in it. Let me show you this one. This one was chosen based off of the hydrangea. So here is the finished wreath. Okay, so this is another tutorial that they get, but let me show you the color. Here is the hydrangea right here. So the color in the hydrangea is what dictated the color and the rest of the swag. First, it was the pink. So you've got a pale pink. If you look closely, you've also got that chartreuse green. You've got deeper colors on the base of this one flower, which is more of a mauve color. And then from there, I found this ribbon, and then I was able to add in the wine color, and just looking at how non-traditional fall colors this is with the use of pink, right? It's just and then the contrast of the chartreuse green against the dark wine and elements of the pink. To me, it was just a really pretty color palette, and I absolutely love how it turned out. So this is a wreath, another tutorial that is in our fall swag masterclass that's starting August 12th. Do you notice that this is another non-traditional color for fall? All of them are, but they look really pretty, and they're a little different. If you're trying to mix it up and look different, then there's a lot of wreath makers to choose from, right? And if you're trying to just be a little different, changing your color palette to something that's a non-traditional will make you stand out. The people who want to buy things like this that are okay spending a couple of $100s on a wreath want something that is different. They're wanting something that's going to pop off the door and just be a little different. So this is one, to me, I feel brings in a lot of color that is different than normal fall colors of burgundy and mustard and, mossy green. Okay, nothing wrong with those colors. Those are traditional, but we're looking for something that wants to pop off the door. And so don't be afraid to also choose colors that are vibrant and bright. So here, this one was, we've got the use of blue in this wreath. This is a swag wreath. Again, all of these are made on our swag, swag wreath bases. So you can see that we've got our use of blue and we've got the orange and then the pops of yellow. It just came together so beautifully. The color inspiration for this was the combination of the pumpkin ribbon with the pumpkin picks. And then from there, I found the blue filler, the gold just had another element of pop to it, and then the blue. We know that all of these colors go well together because of our color theory class that we took, right? It's just a romantic color palette. Look at that. With your mauves and your blues, you got some lavender in here, and even, let me show you the front of it so you can see a little closer up. Just some really pretty color palette for if you're looking for a romantic looking fall teardrop swag. We've got so much different like texture too. So when you're making your swag wreaths, we talk about this in our fall swag class. When you're looking at it, you're looking at the texture. So that's one of the things that we always talk about in the elements, which is space, form, texture, line, color, right? Texture. So we've got the little prickly thistle. We've got the velvet on our pumpkins. We've got these little greenery, which almost looks hairy, hairy-like. Notice that with the greenery that we went with a blue green because we've got our blue so much in our ribbon, right? And so we went with a blue green in our wreath design, even though the wreath is created on an evergreen wreath base, which is a dark green. You can still change all of it just by what you add on the front. You can change the entire color palette just by what you add on the front. So again, this was really pretty. I loved how this one turned out. All right, let's say for example, we have a sign. This is a good example for this sign because I say we can choose the colors from our signs, right? But sometimes our sign throws us for a loop because it has a color that's a little hard to match, like this blue. Okay, so the blue is very like a pale blue, but it's not a baby blue. And I couldn't find any ribbon to really match it. I did want to pull out the blue here, but for some reason, whatever, I couldn't find it. And you know how you just got to move on with the project at some point. And so what I decided to do was just forget the blue. Forget the blue, look at everything else, and then choose your colors from that, okay? So we have this. I loved the little scarecrow, which is a good inspiration, right? So I found, or have this ribbon right here. Okay, we made a bow with this. It is super cute. But we have this scarecrow ribbon, to me, matches beautifully with that sign because it's the same shape. It's the same pumpkin, basically. You've got the corn beside it. You've got the pumpkins beside it. So I think this mirrors very pretty with the sign, and it's a very cohesive look, right? So from here, I'm like, what other colors can I do? I found this one. All right. So this looks really pretty with the ribbon, because we've got the orange and we've got the moss green and we've got the yellow. The yellow ties into the sign. The orange glitter ties into the glitter on the sign as well. Pumpkins and pumpkins, you know, it's just a very good match for this sign. The other thing you can do is add in another orange. I think this is pretty. This sort of ties in a little bit more with your orange. So you could just do 2 ribbons or you could do 3 ribbons. You know, it's completely up to you how many ribbons you want to put in your fall swag wreaths. But this one is lovely because it just matches perfect with that glitter. What do y'all think about this color combination for this sign? Again, when you can't find a specific color that you're trying to match with the sign, don't get stuck on it. Move on. Forget the blue and move on to the other colors that are in the sign. And now I've got the beginnings of my fall swag wreath. So what color would I put on this? This would be really pretty with an orange. I didn't bring an orange over here, but what about, you know, you can use a burlap base. This would be really pretty. You've got your burlap in the back of the ribbon. It's a neutral color, right? Neutral. And so this would be a really pretty beginning of a swag. So here is another one. This is a perfect sign for a swag wreath. Depends on your width. So we've got some swag wreaths that are width of 15, some swag wreaths that are a width of 12 inches. And so this one to me is a perfect for a 12-inch swag. So I love these colors. We've got our fuchsia, and we've got some lavender, and we've got muted orange, and then we've got some gold in the outline right here. So I'm looking at this sign, and I am pulling out colors that are in this sign for my bow for the swag wreath. All right, so I found this one. I thought this one was absolutely perfect. It pulls in the yellow, the mustard yellow. It pulls in the burnt orange. It also pulls in that little fuchsia line right there. So I thought this would be perfect. Like you could just make it with that alone and have a very pretty cohesive look. You could also bring in more of the blue if you wanted to, and you could also bring in more of that seafoam green if you wanted to. So there's a lot of options that you can move forward with just this selection right here. The other thing that I also found was this mulberry. Again, this is this heavy, it's not glitter, but it's shimmer, okay? So it doesn't like shed, but it gives that little bit of pop of shine, which I'm absolutely loving this fall season. It's a little different, isn't it? It's just not your traditional, it's not your wreaths that your mom used to hang, you know what I mean? So I love that these colors all tie in perfectly with this sign. And then also if you want to bring in an orange, so the orange, so you could not bring in the orange and go for it just like that, and your orange elements can be with your fall leaves or some berries or something like that, but also you could bring in another orange with the ribbon. And I still think that this all looks super good because it's the same colors in the sign. Even though some of it alone might not match, but because these are the same colors in this sign, it will tie in very pretty. So there's that one. All right, so this is a sign. Let me get in front of the camera. Where is it? All right, this is really pretty. You've got muted colors. I absolutely love muted colors. Muted colors started trending a few years ago. I don't think they're gone. I think they're still here. It's more of a modern farmhouse look, if you ask me. But you've got your muted colors of your green and your orange and cream color. So this would be really pretty on a burlap wreath base. Look, you could do this one on a burlap wreath base. I'm trying to think of what other color. Obviously, you could do it on your evergreen wreath base. And then I'm trying to think if there's another one I would do. I think white would look good. Just the only thing is white is a little hard to find lately. And then sometimes the white looks a little dirty. So it might be okay if you could get a cream colored one, but I think the burlap right here is tying into the brown, little burlap. There's a little brown line, not too, it's more like this color. And I think it ties in really well. So your burlap wreath frames or swag bases are neutral, and that would be really pretty with this. So it works with everything. All right, so look at the ribbon here. I mean, right? You literally can't get any better than this. It is absolutely stunning. I absolutely love this. This is the beginning of a fall swag wreath, right? The beginning of a fall swag wreath. So the other thing you could do is add more color. Now, because these are muted, sometimes it's a little tricky to find ribbon that's, you know, not exact. And so don't stress about it, okay? Don't stress about it. You can either not add any more, but look at that. Oh, how is this? Would this not look amazing in a swag wreath? You can also bring in, even though it's not exactly the same color, I think this would look This could add a different level. All right, this is not so much modern farmhouse. This is taking it up to a little bit more of a shine and a little bit more of a glam theme. But this, I think, I would not discount this color with this. I think that if you added a couple more elements that might be more of this aqua, deeper aqua than the muted aqua, I think it would be really pretty. But I still think that just this alone would be super pretty for a swag wreath. Again, I would do it on a burlap base. You can see now with the burlap tying in with our ribbon, and it's got more of a brown in it, that this right here is the beginnings of our swag wreath. Sometimes we choose our color palette based off of ribbon combinations. Now, this is a really pretty ribbon, fall, but also look at this one. To me, this is more of a spring ribbon. So I wanted to encourage our Fall Swag Masterclass members to, when you're choosing your ribbon, not to be afraid to choose something that is a little different. It's a little out of the norm. Spring sometimes can carry over to other months. Summer can sometimes transition to other months as well. So don't look at certain ribbons and think they're only seasonal. Well, obviously a pumpkin will be very seasonal, right? So you don't have to be, with these spring florals. Think about using them for other seasons. But I absolutely love this, okay? Even though these are different prints, they still tie very pretty together when you add a color that anchors them together. So this is what I call the anchoring. You put in a solid color that is the same color in both of the ribbons. So this would be a really pretty bow, and you've got the beginnings of your color palette for your wreath, your Fall Swag wreath. And Greenery Market is going to be sponsoring our Fall Swag Wreath Making Masterclass, which starts August 12th. Come join us. We will have kits available. We're going to be doing like 6 kits. We have already 3 recorded tutorials as bonuses, and then we're going to be adding more. So we've got more. We teach you from beginner to advanced, all levels. We're going to have bonuses as well. All right, here's another really pretty fall combination. So here, the color that is consistent throughout, we've got 2. We've got blue and we've got orange. So we've got orange, orange, and orange. And then we have our navy is tied into this navy over here in that little square. And this blue ties in really pretty with that blue. So I think this is really pretty. Here it is again with another shimmer. Look what happens when you add another like little shimmer to that. Really pretty color combination for fall. Don't be afraid to use blues for fall. They're very trendy this year. But this would be super, super pretty with this color combination. Look at that. Ooh, I can't wait to get creating. So yes, Halloween is in the fall, right? And then the biggest trend right now for color for Halloween seems to be fuchsia and hot pink. So I love this ribbon combination together. Okay, and look at it with this tinsel. This is a swag wreath base, just like the ones I showed you in the beginning. This is how they're shipped. They're pretty flat, and you just fluff it out. But I absolutely love this orange because it has the tinsel. It makes it festive, right? And Halloween is festive, right? You don't necessarily make all the time fall festive. You can obviously glam it up, but majority of the time you don't. Right? Majority of the time, people don't like a glam fall, but Halloween is always glam, like pretty much always glam. And so having these color combinations together is super fun. Look at that. You got the hot pink, you got some hot pink and orange, and then you've got black. I was going to show you, you could put black in there to tie it in, make it a little more Halloweenish, beginning of a Teardrop swag color palette right here. The other thing I thought would be fun is I saw some candy corn. I thought we could add in another pop of color, and it would just like, this is the color that just pops. It's complementary because it's, you know, it's just a different color. And I think all of this together combined would make such a really pretty wreath. Well, what did you think? Was this useful for you? Do you understand how you can look at signs and choose your color palette from your signs? You want to start with like 3 colors at the most, as a beginner, but you can obviously do 4 and 5. Once you choose your 3, and if you're really good at color selecting, you can then choose more to complement those colors. Or you could choose your ribbon to create your color palette from there, and then also your flowers. You can use your flowers. But these swag wreaths that I showed you on today are going to be inside of the Fall Swag Masterclass. I've got the link posted. Let me know if y'all see that link. If not, go to our website, southerncharmwreaths.com. On the front page, it says join our Fall Swag Masterclass. We've got, we'll start August 12th, so it'll be 5 days, Monday through Friday. And we're teaching things like this, okay? So like this is beginner level stuff, but we're also going to show you step by step how to make 6 swag wreaths that are live. So it'll be live in a Facebook group. You don't have to be there live to watch the replays. You can, watch the replays, and they're all available indefinitely for you. So, if you can't join us that week, you can watch it the next week, or you can watch it the week after. You can watch it next fall when you're getting your inspiration. But I absolutely love fall swag wreaths. Swag wreaths to me are the prettiest wreath on a door, that or an oval wreath. And because the door is long, right, it just looks so much more pleasing to the eye. Our swag wreaths are typically the ones that sell the fastest and get the most engagement on our social media account. I think because they're a little different, they're not the typical round wreath. And so there's just a lot more interest in it. And so learning to make swag wreaths, to me, just adds to your skill level. It adds to what you can offer your Etsy shop customers. They're really pretty, to hang inside the home, on either side of the mailbox, on a lamppost, in a small room like a powder room. You can make them any size you want, so they can be made anywhere from like 24 inches, really small, to something like 36 inches or even larger. So there's just so many different ways of using your Teardrop swags that are just a little bit different. If you're looking for an area that is long and skinny, a Teardrop swag would be the perfect solution for that when you're trying to decorate for the holidays or decorate for the fall season. But we have 6 tutorials that are going to be live, and then we have 3 DIY tutorials, step-by-step, detailed, showing you how to make different fall swag wreaths. I still have one to record Halloween, and I can't wait to use this space for it. What else do we have in there? We've got resources for you, where to buy supplies. Again, Greenery Market is the sponsor for this one, and I just want to shout out to them for all of that they've done to help us to provide you guys with quality supplies. And then, so come check out the tools that we use, anything from starting to more advanced levels. We're going to have some swag wreaths that have signs and some that don't. So come join us. It's the Fall Swag Class. We got the link here to click on, or in the description I'll have it. And then if you are a Wreath of the Month Club member, remember you do get a discount, so go check out through the portal of your Wreath of the Month Club so that you can get that discount. And I'm excited. I can't wait to make some fall wreaths and spend a week with you, talking to you through our Facebook Lives that will happen twice a day. There's a calendar and a schedule on the page when you go over to check out, or just go check it out and see if it's a good fit for you with all the things. 5 different modules teaching you from fundamentals to foundation, step-by-step tutorials, giving you the resources, and then also how to sell. So we're going to list out some ways of keywords that you can use to get your swag wreaths found, how to ship your swag wreath. So I want to show you a behind the scenes of how I determine what my average shipping price is in order to ship a swag wreath. How to put the swag wreath in the box seems to be a big problem for a lot of people, so we go over that. So any level that you are with your maker, whether you're making for your home or selling, we're covering you under with our Fall Swag Masterclass starting August 12th, okay? So come join us. Let me know if you have any questions. Jessica, you can become a member on that same page, the Fall Swag Masterclass. If you join the membership right then, you'll automatically get that. It's option 2. You'll automatically get the discount, okay? So you can get the discount that way as well, all right? I'll see y'all next time. Bye.